Hi everyone. Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I have came on here and done a makeup look for everyone. I will hold off just a few minutes, get everything set up, and then I will start catching you guys up on everything that's been going on. Please say hello when you sign on so I know who is watching. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, I have not been in front of like the camera doing live makeup videos in a really long time, so I think that I am definitely a little rusty, so go easy on me. It's been a while. Hello, how's it going? So for those of you who don't know me personally, these last 4 months, I have been studying for the bar exam. So needless to say, I haven't been focused on my makeup much or on doing live videos or doing anything like that, because anytime like I even thought about doing a makeup video, my mind would just totally get just completely sidetracked on like what I was doing. And to be honest, like the only time that I ever really did my makeup when I was like during that time period was when I was going out with my friends, and we're talking, I was like a makeup every single day kind of person, and I literally went to not wearing makeup at all. I was going from the gym to tanning to home, and I would cook dinner, and so literally that was just my life. And when I was lucky enough, you know, I would go out with my friends, I would have fun. I'm so thankful for them. But yeah, so I just wanted to catch you guys up on everything that's been going on and what's in store for me, and yeah, share some fun products with you guys. So this month, being the month of February, see, here I am again, brain, the month of March. So we did have new things that came out today, and that was actually what I was going to do for my look today. I was going to do palette 2, so if I could find it. So these are part of the thing that we have going on today, but this is palette 2, the one that I'm going to be using today. Sorry, I'm trying not to get, I wanted the light, it is so dark up here. I was actually going to do it like with outside lighting, but honestly, natural lighting is just not going to last long enough. So this is the palette that I'm using today. I love this palette. It has like really good matte shades. It has super awesome like creamy formula. I love it. Honestly, this color doubles as like a highlight sometimes. So like I said, I can already see that I'm like stuttering and I am sorry. I am so out of the game, you guys. Oh my gosh. But this is the palette that I'm going to be using today. But it is part of our kudos. So you do get a choice of any one of the makeup palettes that you want. There is 6, I believe. One of them is like a super bright palette color. Like I love it. There's always this one. This is my OG palette. As you can see, I hit pan on this one, but if you're like a big fan of like browns, neutrals, there's really good matte shades in here, really good sparkle shades, and honestly, I love the color payoff. That is why these palettes last as long as they do. So this is our palette 1. This is actually the first palette I ever got with the company, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. And then we have the palette 2 that I showed you, and then let's see. So then we have our palette 3 right here. So if you love your purples, this is definitely going to be the one for you. I really love doing this because especially with brown eyes, this like palette makes your eyes pop. I love it. I would actually use this to go out to concerts with because it just looks really good. And honestly, I love the purple and the black together. It's a total mood, honestly. So there's palette 3, and then for palette 4, these are going to be like your neutral earthy tones. I've always loved this shade right here. I love like what is my phone doing? Yeah, can you please stop that? I don't know if you guys could see that change in light. That was really crazy. But like the browns and the greens together is just such a mood. I love this palette, honestly. It gives you like really good like chill natural looks, and also like you can kind of vamp it up with this shadow over here. And then last but not least, honestly, I'm still working on getting palette 6 because the colors are just gorgeous, but I love this one. So if you guys noticed back on, my gosh, it was forever ago, on Valentine's Day, so the look that I did with the pink and the purple and everything, this is the palette that I used. So yeah, so this is included. You get your choice of palette that comes in it. You also get the Epic mascara. You could get it You get this one if you want. You can get, let's see, the 4D mascara if you want, which is this one. I believe you can also get a primer if you want. That one's also, I think, included in the one as well, your choice of it. So whichever one you want, depending, I always like to use these two together when I actually do have them. I am not using mascara today because I had an awesome set of extensions put on. So during the month of February, one of my friends, Ashley Carter, shout out to her, she is in the Geneva, New York area, and she does lash extensions. So I won a competition that she had going on, and I had a gift certificate, and I went in and I got these done, and honestly, one of the best decisions I've made all year, and I am super excited, so shout out to her. Love you so much. So I will not be using these, but honestly, these, like, I love these. Like, beforehand, these make your lashes super long. So if you guys are looking to try out new mascara, I have a few of these on hand as well. So enough of that chitter chatter. Let's do some makeup. Okay, so these last few months, you guys, let me just tell you. To be honest, like, I feel like I have been in such a bubble the last few months that honestly, I have just literally, I've only been studying. And I feel like haven't really left my house that much. And it's not even just feeling, like I literally have not left my house that much in the past 4 months. Excuse me. So I had graduated from law school in September, and ever since, pretty much, I think I took about a month off from, you know, studying and stuff to kind of just take a break or whatever. And so when I went back to studying, I have been studying pretty much since October. So from October to the end of last month, I have been studying for the bar exam. And as of the 25th and 26th, I took it. Just so you guys know, this primer that I grabbed was the Morphe Equalizer. To be honest, I bought this one because I just wanted to try something different and to see like what else is out there. I always love trying new products and seeing like how their formulas match up to the ones that I use with my company. And I can't say that I love this. I can't say that I hate it. I just can say that there's really nothing like super remarkable about it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was, I want to say it was like $10 or $12. Like, if you guys are familiar with like the Morphe company, then you're gonna know that like these are like affordable products, but some of their products are definitely hit or miss, whether or not like they stack up to the other ones. I usually use the Unique one, which, as you can see, like the difference in in sizing. So honestly, this one lasts you a lot longer, and also the shelf life on these, this one is only 12 months. This is 2 months. If you guys did not know, these little, if you can see this little container thing on the back here, that is how long the product is good for once the tube or whatever has been opened, right? So that's pretty much when that starts this clock ticking. Honestly, I'm not surprised that this has a 24-month like period, because this stuff lasts so long, and my entirety of using this product, I've only had to repurchase it once. So this is like my second tube. And it lasts forever because you don't need as much. With this one, when I put it on, like I used a pretty good amount, and I don't even think I covered my entire face with it. So if that kind of gives you guys a tip, I always like to talk about everything depending on what you want, right? Okay, so then I found this. So yesterday, funny story, and I'm warning you guys, I'm just gonna be rambling on this video because I have nothing really planned, and I just plan to just kind of get back in the zone. So I was doing a makeup clean out, and because I've been getting like super like antsy, so I've just been trying to like find things to do, and I was cleaning out all my makeup. So I'll get to like the rest of what I was gonna like talk about in a second, but I found this, and it was just like a little sample of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and honestly, I love this stuff, and I don't know why the heck I haven't used it since. Like, this container shouldn't even be existing right now, but yet here we are. So that's how much I have on my finger. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it to my lids just so it has enough time to kind of soak in before I get started. So I will say that the whole like upkeep and care and like being like really aware of my eyelash extensions has been a learning curve, because honestly, like I am one of those that constantly rubs my eyes. Like I cannot not rub my eyes, but honestly, like they are so worth it. I love it that I have no makeup on and it looks like I have eye makeup on. So, okay. Do I want to do foundation first, or do I want to do, what do I want to do? I'll just go ahead and do this first. So, see, I feel like there's so many things that I haven't going to talk to you. So I'm a little late to the party, you guys. I'm going to warn you, because like this stuff has been out for a while, but I haven't been on to talk about it. So I'm going to talk to you about it. This is the spray foundation from Younique. I am in the shade Satin. So I did buy this before I started going to the tanning bed. So this color is, I will admit, a little bit light for me, but just bear with me. I'm going to do some like magic with my bronzer and it's going to look good. I promise. But yes, in the beginning, it's going to look a little white. Cut your girl some slack, all right? And also, in like working out, like and cleaning all my stuff, I actually put all my brushes in this bag too, which honestly, they give us so many like cute bags. I'm just obsessed. So you guys like have been watching like my videos for a while, you know that I'm constantly losing brushes, and yeah. Okay, so I like to make sure it's like all shaken up. I have never used a spray foundation before this one, and honestly, I love it. So you just take it, that's like what it looks like, literally like spray paint. And then just spray a little bit on. And I like to dab it. So I warned you guys, it is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. Kind of a lot lighter. But it blends in very well. It is not like super cakey, super like thick on my skin. And I'm just, I don't know, I love it. So I just use like a regular just flat top brush like this. And then I like to tap it, make sure I get the product all around, and then work it in. Like wearing a long sleeve shirt to do this is a big mistake. Like I am so hot right now, it's not even funny. I think it might be my light too. That's probably what's doing it. You know what? I'm gonna open this window. BRB. 1 second. How nice is it that I can actually open the window and it's like raining out? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm feeling a little better. I am dying in here. Hey, calm down, it's just me. My dogs just ran up here because they're like, what the heck's going on? Mom's going crazy up here. So how is the weather? I can't technically like see who's all watching. So how is the weather where everyone is? Like I need to know, because today has just been amazing. In the last like, I don't know, like 2-3 days, like it feels like spring and I am so excited. So yeah, I love this like foundation, you guys. Like honestly, I'm going to, as soon as I'm one of those people, like I don't like to replace something if I didn't use all of it first. So I'm going to wait till I use all this, even though it's like still like a little bit light for my skin tone. When I bought it, it was perfect, but I started tanning and then it just got too light. So. Don't you guys even think about barking. I'm going to hurt you. Mama's working. Okay. So if you guys haven't checked this out, you need to. It's really good. I love it. It applies flawlessly. Okay. So I'm going to reach for my Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. This, as you guys know, I have always raved about it. You don't need too much. This is what the tube looks like. And I am in the shade, so I don't know if I told you guys. So I'm in the shade Satin with this one. And then this is, I feel like I should know these things. And here I am, and I don't. Oh, velour is it. I like to go like a shade or two lighter. Warm it up on my fingertips like this. Hello, Miss Margaret Ann. How are you? So I like to go like a shade or two lighter underneath my eyes just so I can kind of get like a little bit of the highlighting action going on here. Are the cars outside like bothering you guys? If it is, please let me know and I could shut the window, but I just need to cool down. It was so hot. So, and I love this. I just like opened up a brand new beauty blender today, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm such a nerd where I'm actually like getting super excited over opening a new beauty blender. It's just cute and like puffy. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping we do not get any more snow, girl. Like, see, this is the kind of weather that makes me miss, like, Oregon, because I love, love, love the rainy weather. And honestly, the snow stuff is for the birds. Can you guys hear the cars going by? Like, is it really bad? Okay, so I'm going to use my Sculpting Trio. So this is also by Younique. So just like a couple options that I do use. Sometimes I reach for this one. Other times I reach for this one. I'm going to use both of these today. So this one I actually picked up at the Dollar Tree. I know, right? Like the Dollar Tree actually does have decent makeup sometimes. I found that so this is the brand LA Colors. I found that sometimes the LA Colors, like the eyeshadows aren't super pigmented and they don't last very long. Like I have oily lids, so I have issues when it comes to that. So it's like it doesn't hold on very long. So, but this, I like to use it because it has like the point, you can see. So you can go like right down the side of your nose. And it's just super easy to contour like that. What are you guys looking at? Who's out there? Do you see anyone good? So I'm either reaching for that one when I do the cream one, or I'm reaching for this one. There are different shades as far as like this one. Like this one, obviously I have a darker skin tone. So this one, but there are like lighter for lighter skin tones as well. And then it comes with like the under eye highlighter right here and then the cheek. So I like this because this is like a very creamy kind of like, and this is more like powder. And then this is a cream as well, as you'll see. So I love this brush, probably the best contouring brush I've ever come across. And so you just dip it in here. Start out at your ear, draw it straight down. So let me tell you how odd it has been, like being, like, not now, Bubba. Don't start crying. You're gonna scare everyone. How odd it has been, like being done studying for now. You know, it's something that it's been like my full-time job, literally, for the last 4 months. Is I study from like wake up to the time I go to sleep. And so it's like, to not have to do that right now, like, I don't know what the heck to do with myself, you know? And it's like, I was just on the phone with my mom before I jumped on this live, and I told her, you know, 'cause she's like, how's everything been? Because she's always so sweet and checks in on me. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm going, like, usually if I don't have some sort of task, like, to concentrate on, I didn't contour my forehead because I'm just running my mouth. If I don't have something to concentrate on, usually I go berserk just because, like, I need a task. You know, like, I have to, like, have something to focus on. And I just told myself, you know what? Like, I'm just going to focus on, like, makeup because it's what I love. You know, just focus on that in the meantime. Don't let myself get all, like, crazy, you know, like I can. And just kind of chill out and relax and, yeah. So that's what I'm focusing on doing now. But the whole process of, like, I don't know whether it was because I was super nervous, you know, beforehand. So obviously whenever you're in law school, they put the fear of God into you, right? Like when it comes to, like, you know, what to expect for the bar exam, you know, like you don't want to fail and you don't want to slack off and, you know, all these things. And so you're like, you go into there with this, like, mentality, you know, like you just, obviously I want to do well. I want to do well. I want to do well. So I had built it up in my head that it was going to be, and obviously this was like before I actually went to Buffalo, because we had to travel to Buffalo. We had a choice to either go to, hey, not now. We had a choice either to go to Albany or to Buffalo, and I chose Buffalo because, I mean, even though, like, Buffalo is a big city, like, I've never been to Albany before, and I don't know, it just seemed, like, smarter to go to Buffalo, at least for me. So, I'm going to be using this. I actually have one of these on hand for any of the ladies that are interested in. These things go really fast, just because they are so great. I love the netting on here because as you can see, when I opened it, it didn't like blow up in my face, so that's great. So yeah, just press it in, you get that on your brush, kind of tap it off. So, what was I saying? Okay, so when we got to Buffalo, I didn't even know what to do. Like, I know that I was like wandering around my house on like Monday, like, what the heck am I doing here? You know, like it was like a hurry up and wait kind of process, because I mean, I didn't really want to study anymore, you know, I didn't want to study. I didn't want to, like, they tell you not to try to learn any new concepts, like, before you actually go into the test. So I was just practicing multiple choice and doing all that. And then, you know, my husband got done with work. So then we drove up to Buffalo together. We grabbed dinner. And it's like, I don't know whether it's just because I was like praying like crazy, or whether it's because I was just super prepared for the test. At least I felt that I was super prepared. Like, I lived and breathed it for like 4 months. That going into the actual test in and of itself wasn't stressful like I thought it would be. And it was really nice. I seriously love this stuff. It's so good. So, you know, the first day, like Tuesday, so the morning, the first half of the test is like the multi-practice test is what they call it. And what it is essentially is it's like practical work. Like, they want to know that you can practically like be a lawyer and do like lawyer stuff. So, this bronzer is actually from Milani. You can get this at like any drugstore around. I'm like still using this one up. So our job was to more or less, like, if our employer, which is fake employer, obviously it's a fake jurisdiction, so you get instructions with a task, like, okay, your boss wants you to research this issue, give your recommendation. You're like, okay, so you do that, and that takes an hour and a half, and then you get another task, and our task was like a closing argument. So we had to write up a closing argument, and that was the first like 3 hours of the exam. And then the second half of the exam was not multiple choice, it was essays. So there were 6 essays, and these essays could cover any one of 12 areas of law. So we had to go into the essays knowing 12 areas of law and not knowing which area it was going to be on. And so that's kind of how it went with that one. Which I left feeling really good about it, because writing in law school was always one of my like strong suits. I've always loved writing. And then the second day, so after the first day, right, I went back to the hotel room, and I had brought obviously a bottle of wine with me, because I'm like, your girl is going to need this whenever she's done. So I went back, had a glass of wine, you know, and like I kind of decompressed for a second, and I was like, honey, like, because he was starving at this point. He was so sweet. He brought me lunch like on both days of the exam, which he was just so nice. And I was like, honey, like, I need a glass of wine. Let's just chill for like 2 seconds, and then we can go eat. And so, hey, Sammy Sam, how are you, baby girl? I had my glass of wine, and then we went to Chipotle, which, oh my gosh, I was so happy. I was just like, Chipotle, I'm so excited. So then we went back, I jumped in the hot tub for a little while, relaxed, and then literally like knocked out. But then I woke up at like 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do now, you know? So yeah, so then like, I worked out like both days, because I like wanted to wake myself up before I even tried like going into the exam. So I woke up around like 5:45 after I was able to like fall back asleep. And then I went into the exam, and then that portion, so the entire day of Wednesday was multiple choice. So the morning portion was 100 multiple choice questions, and then the afternoon was 100 more multiple choice questions. And these multiple choice questions only covered, I believe, 6 areas of law, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, you have like a smaller like area to work with, you know, but I mean, doing 100 multiple choice questions, let me tell you, that takes a lot out of you. It wasn't like the questions, like they weren't even questions that you feel like super good about either. You know, I wasn't like stumped by any means, but it wasn't stuff that I was like, oh my gosh, like I know that I got this question right. Like I was almost tempted to like go back and like mentally count like in my head, like, okay, these are the ones that I know that I nailed, you know, like so I could at least leave with some sort of confidence, and then I just didn't even think about it. So gee whiz, so for any of my, hey, chill. So for any of my Marilyn Monroe loving fans out there, this is Hard Candy brand. I don't know if you guys can make that out, but you see the little Marilyn face? This is like, I bought this at Walmart. I was watching a YouTube video by Rich Lux, and if you guys know anything about like YouTube drama channels, he is the funniest person, and like he has this like persona of, I don't know, it's hilarious. Like you watch the videos and you literally feel like you're just sitting there like gabbing away with like one of your best friends, you know, just spilling the tea, sharing gossip and all that good stuff. So he actually did a review of the entire Marilyn Monroe like Hard Candy line. And it's actually like, I tried this and I tried the lipstick, which is like the red shade that I wear a lot. It's like a stain, and it's actually like really good. So this brow pencil, I like it a lot. So after, okay, this needs to stop doing that. So after I finished with the exam, you know, my husband was there, he picked me up, and then we headed home. Had some wine, and yeah, that was my whole like, you know, experience. Okay, is it just my phone that's changing into yellow, or is it can everyone else see my phone doing that? Like I hope that's not just, or I hope it's just me actually. Is it changing the screen color? I guess I just have to try to do it like from afar, and that's fine. I'll just make it work. I'm definitely gonna have to like, okay, so let me see if I can get it to do it again. Because it is weird the way it's just like changing. Because like it's hard to like see in my mirror and do my brows at the same time. So yeah, I can't really think of like anything else about like the whole like process to like share with you guys. I thought it was super funny like how like, so it was at the Buffalo Niagara Center, and keep in mind, so anyone who has been to like the Niagara like convention center in Buffalo, in like their big convention area, like in the second floor, there was 1,200 of us that were like into this room, and like the desks are like this big. There is like no room to sit and like process material, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm sorry, like I'm gonna have to like just use this just for a little bit, you guys. Like sorry it's like changing, but I won't do it with the shadow. So yeah, 1,200 students, and like when we walked in, they were just like immediately like yelling at us, like, you know, no cell phones, no this, no that. And honestly, like I wasn't expecting it as soon as I walked through the door. So it kind of caught me off guard. I honestly wonder like how long this eye pencil is gonna last though. It's like I keep like, you know, extending it and then wondering when it's gonna like run out. But I mean, I like it. I've been kind of going back and forth between that and then this, which is their foundation, which is actually pretty good. They're better known for their Glamouflage concealer. It's so good. It is a lot heavier. It is a full coverage foundation, so if that's not something that you're into, then I wouldn't recommend it. But I like me full coverage. You know what? And I forgot to grab my lipstick that I bought. I'm really sad, you guys, because you guys really needed to see this color. So what's new in everyone else's life? What's going on? What's the good happenings around this area? I'm actually in the process of finding a new car as well, so that's going to be fun. Can't wait for that. It's going to definitely be a learning curve considering the fact that I've been driving the same car for the last 12 years. And I'm not happy about having to get another one. I'm literally like the use something until you can't use it anymore kind of person. I'm pretty obnoxious when it comes to that kind of stuff. Unless it's makeup, then I have to have one of everything. No, Sammy, no one's stolen it yet, though. I've been hoping. No one wants to steal it. But I have a feeling if they stole it, they probably would just bring it right back. Or they'd probably sue me for it. I don't know. It's like I should put a sign on it, like free to a good home, but take at your own risk. You know? Because at this point, my car is starting to scare me. Okay? We're going to go down in the blaze of glory together. Okay. You know, it's just, I cannot be the only person that gets like emotionally attached to vehicles. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the weird one. I don't know. It's a possibility. So this is the palette that I'm using today. Nothing too crazy. I don't even know what the heck look I'm going to do, to be honest with you. Oh, here's a fun fact. I was going to talk to you guys about this too. So I've been trying something new. And so I do like makeup cleanouts every once in a while. And if my mom's still watching, I'm going to throw her on the carpet because she would always buy me a crap ton of makeup, right? And she still does. She just mails it to me. She's so sweet and I love her to death. But I don't get a chance to use it all. So then I have to go through and then I find like stuff like this. Ugh, no, I thought, oh, I dropped it. I find stuff like this, you know, where I'm like, crap, I need to use up all this stuff. So I put it in a bucket. That way I learn to like reach for it, like as I'm getting ready. And I feel like it's like a surprise every time I come through here because I found all three of my e.l.f. palettes. Let's see. So these are really good for people that are like not wanting to spend like a lot of money on makeup. They get the job done. I think the only question is whether or not it lasts as long as other stuff does. But honestly, like the contour palette, I can't really complain. I really like the fact that there's a mirror attached to all these though. So I need to use this one up. And then, okay, that's enough. And then I have my blush palette right here, which I hit pan on one of them, but I mean, as you can see, like these kind of shades, like the light ones, they do not look very good on my skin tone. Like they're super, super rosy. So usually I just end up taking my brush and running them all over. The most pointless process ever. So embarrassed. And then my highlighter palette. So these were good when I bought them, but I mean, I don't reach for them as much as I do anymore. And then, let's see, what else do I got here? Oh, I got my Milani foundation. This is too light for me now, so I just don't even know, like super light. And then like e.l.f. BB cream. This just ended up being like super oily on my skin. So I think like maybe I'll use it like in the summer, like when I'm looking for like that cool little glow with like some sort of like coverage, but I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Okay, but anyways, there's that. Oh. And this is the last one. Wait, maybe the last one. Okay. Not the last one. I lied. I just needed like a good base shade, so this is a good reason to bring this up. So, I wasn't like usually like a big Morphe person, and I wouldn't even really call myself a Morphe person now, to be honest. There's so much drama going on with them right now. But they do have palettes, so these ones. So if you're looking for like beginner palettes that like, like you want more bang for your buck, these are, I think I only paid $25 for this one. So you get like a lot of shades on it, but to be honest, like I still have yet to use all the shades in it. But the most recent one that I bought, which I'm kind of still on the fence about, is the new Jaclyn Hill palette, the second one. I will note this though, like I don't know if you guys follow YouTube or not, but there's been like, I do because I get super bored and I have to know all the gossip. So the tea on this is originally when she released her first palette, I guess it was like it didn't contain carmine. So carmine is crushed up beetles. They use it in a lot of the eyeshadow. I don't know what it does exactly. But that wasn't something that was included in her first palette when she released it in 2017, I think it was. So when this palette was released, she said that it was the same formula. It is in fact not the same formula, so it is no longer a vegan product. It is cruelty-free still, but it is not vegan. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like the shadow, so this one, so this was her first palette that she released, and forgive me for how dirty this is. If I show you guys this, you can't judge me. Promise? Okay. Good enough for me. So this is the first palette that she released, right? I love the formula of all of these. Like these, honestly, they apply so beautifully. They have a really great texture to them. They blend very well. They're just super good, right? So it's like this was the first palette. This was the one that was released in 2017. So when she said, so this is volume 1. So 2017 volume 1. And then, so when she released this one, she said that it contained the same formula as the one that I just showed you, but it in fact is not. And so they have been applying, like I feel like I have to work a little bit too hard with the product to get it to blend. I don't super hate it, but I haven't super loved it so far either. So, I mean, we're going to see. I don't know. But it's like, you guys, the colors are just stunning. Like, they're stunning. They're so pretty. But I do know, so anyone that hasn't caught up on the, or isn't caught up on the YouTube drama, if you are vegan and you wanted this or have this, this is not, to my knowledge, a vegan product anymore because it is different formula from her first one. So just a gee whiz. Thank you, Tiffany. So anyways, after all that blabber, I'm going to do my eye makeup. Okay. All right. So my main point of that whole thing was because I was going to reach for a beige shade. I'm just going to use this one right here. And I don't know what color it is, so please don't ask. Yeah, I don't know. I find myself just falling down the rabbit hole of like all of the YouTube drama. I don't know what it is, but it just like, it's just fun to watch. I don't know. And I leave it playing, and it's funny because my husband, like, you guys ever like hear, like I hear my dog, but I don't know what he's doing. He's just making noises. Kaiser, what are you getting into? Mm-hmm. You look guilty. What were you getting into, mister? You know how, like, dogs, like, always tell on themselves? Like, you just look at them and they just tell on themselves. Yeah, it's, I mean, I've heard of, like, the beetles, like, being in stuff before, and it's not something that personally bothers me. Like, I'm not, like, grossed out by it or anything. I actually think it's kind of interesting that they can use, like, beetles to do that. But it's interesting because, like, and I don't know, anyone who's watching, I'd love to know everyone's thoughts on it. Like, the whole controversy was that they had changed the formula, but they never told anyone. So it's like they always listed the actual formula, like, on the website and on the packaging, but they never were like, hey, this product is no longer vegan because the new formula now contains carmine. So, and it's also interesting because I guess they have shea butter in it too now, and I know that some people are actually allergic to it if they have like a nut allergy. So, I mean, that's something to consider too. Yeah, I think that is what I think it was. I think it was like this red shadow that like, I think it's used to make red colors, if I'm not mistaken. So I like to add on just like a base shade just so like the foundation, or not the foundation, the shadow blends better. Get it together, Mia, you amateur. Okay. What color am I going to use? Okay. I think I'm going to do Honorable on the shade right here. Or on the I swear, you guys, I've done this before. Honorable on the lid. There we go. So like I said earlier, like it really has been a learning curve, like trying to like do shadow with these lashes because like I'm afraid to mess them up. But honestly, like I love them. I've always loved like, I love supporting my friends and stuff. And honestly, like I've never tried the lash extensions, but they are nice. And it is nice to like not have to do, like makeup like leaving the house, like, and it's like before like I wasn't, but it's like these make you look like you're wearing makeup even when you're not. So this brush I got from I think just any random drugstore, and it's like one of the duo sides. Oh, thanks, Tiffany. So it has been a learning curve. Another thing that kind of stresses me out too, but I think it's like not like a big deal. Those are actually, so these are lash extensions, so they're not like the strip lashes. The magnetic ones, actually, I can send you my friend's information because I bought her the Tori Bell ones. So it's spelled Toribelle. She actually sells them, and I wore them in a couple of my photos, and they work really well. Like, I was kind of skeptical because I was like, really? Magnetic lashes? Like, are you kidding me? But they do work very well. They do. So I can, yeah, I'll send you her information when I jump off. What is the ones that I got? I think I got like Ladies Night Out or something. That's the one that I was wearing around before I got the extensions done. But another thing too, like I said, like is a learning curve with these like lash extensions is like sleeping at night, because they tell you that like you're not supposed to. Yeah, the ones that I have right now are the salon ones. I just got these ones done on Thursday as like a treat to myself. Like after doing it, just because like I've never done it before and I've seen everyone else, and I'm like, okay, I have a gift certificate, I'll use it and I'll try it out. No, it didn't hurt at all. The hardest thing for me, I think, was sitting still for 2 hours, because it did take 2 hours to apply them. And that was the hardest part, because I hate sitting still. Like, it is so hard. Like, that's why even getting like my nails done, tanning, like anything where I can't like move for an extended period of time, oh my gosh, it drives me insane. But it's like, it's hard for me to like sleep with these on. Like, I know that she's having like these really cute like eye covers like coming out, and they have her logo on it, and they're so cute, and I'm gonna buy some just because I sleep like a vampire at night. Like, I've honestly considered like suspending myself from the ceiling, you know, kind of like a bat, because like I'm afraid to mess them up. Like, and I always sleep on my face. I know, it's weird. I sleep on my face, or like I pull at my eyes, and it's like, who knows what's going on, like when I'm in REM cycle, you know? So it's like, I'm terrified that I'm gonna mess them up. So I literally just sleep like on my back, like awkwardly, or I kind of like try to sleep like this. So, but that's a me thing. I'm sure that's not an everyone thing. You know, I'm that weirdo that like can't, you know, just let it go. Like, I have to be so extra about it. I'm sorry, did you guys have something you wanted to add to the conversation? My dogs are just like whining about, and I don't know why. I love that it's like, it's like nighttime, but like Kai still likes to like watch outside. So that's what they look like so far. Let me try to get I love these shades because like they are buildable and they're so pigmented. And they go on so well with this brush. Okay. So what color am I going to do next? I think I'm going to go in with Perplexed right here, which is just like a shimmer. So that's what that looks like. And this one is actually the other duo one that came in with this one. So I'm just going to work this into my transition area, kind of give like a little definition to my eye. What do you want, Chubby? Huh? What do you want, Kai? You already ate. You don't need anything from me anymore. Nope. He just sees all the passerbys and he like wants to go outside and play with them. No, Bubba. Let me tell you, my dogs have gotten like so clingy to me like throughout this whole study process because like I was never home with them a ton before. And so since I was here like studying and stuff like all the time, never really leaving, like they're used to us like broing out all the time. So now they think we always bro out. See, I think the reason why I like this palette so much is because like you can go from like day to night like pretty quickly. So it's like it also has like a really good matte shade in here too. So you can use it to like line the upper like lid, like underneath the eyes, which I think maybe that's what I'll do. Actually, I think I'll just take like a little bit of Peppy, which is the matte black shade right here, and just kind of put it right here, like enough to kind of just like smoke it out just a little bit, but I'm not going to do anything like super crazy. That's what I do, like because I have the hooded lids, like it gives like a little bit more definition to my eyes and it makes it look like I actually have eyelids, you know, because like usually they just kind of get sucked up in there. So I'm going to go back in with this brush right here and I'm going to mix Khaki and Peppy. Interesting. Mix these two, which is your matte brown, matte black. Which honestly, I think like this is a really good palette to travel with too, because you have like your highlighter right here, and depending upon the color of your like your brows, you can just pencil stuff in with those. Nice little gee whiz on that one. Let me see, did I put it? Ah! Nothing's wrong, I'm just making noise, boys. Don't get scared, don't get your panties in a twist. Okay, so this is our liner right here. It is called the Precision Liner. This is in Perfect. Honestly, I have never used a better black liner than I have this one right here. You can tight line your lids on it, or is it? No, not your, yeah, tight line your lids and like underneath your eye, like right inside here. And honestly, does not come off all day. I love this stuff. And I find that not a lot of companies anymore do like the creamy kind of like it's so nice. I love it. But this is included in our kudos this month too. So you would get like eyeshadow palette, you would get one of the mascaras, and then you would get this liner, well, whichever color you want. There's a ton of them going. Okay, so let's see, which one do I want? I'm going to do this one. I love the bristles on our Epic mascara. I have to always like remind myself not to do my top lashes right now, at least for the time being. I was actually happy when they released this one just because the brush was like a lot smaller. It's really good to like comb out your lashes and then like put the 4D over it for like the volume. Ugh. It's so nice. I actually, Tiffany, did you want me to send you your new mascara this month, or did you want to wait a little longer? Because I do have some on hand now, so I can ship it out. So you don't have to wait for me to like put in another order too. Just a light blush, nothing too crazy. I love how I say like nothing too crazy and I just like go insane with blush. I can't help it. Like I finally get it. I used to wonder all the time when I was a kid why everyone wore so much blush, and now I get it. I friggin' get it. I feel like I really want to show you guys the new color that I got. So can you guys just like bear with me? I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I just gotta run downstairs. Okay, I'm back. Did you guys miss me? I really should stop running down those damn stairs so fast though, because I actually fell down the stairs. Like a week before the bar, like I just toppled and fell down the stairs. It was mildly hilarious, and it was one of those situations where I was super happy that no one was here to witness it. So this is the highlighter that I'm using. It's a little bit, but look at that though. Ugh, so pretty. Since it's dark and rainy, I'm gonna just sit in my house and just glow like a donut. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do because it's Tuesday. What do you think, boys? You guys want to glow like donuts? Hmm? You want to glow like a donut? You want to say hi to everyone? You want to say hi? Nope, no one's here. I should really stop doing that with them. They get so crazy and then they go so extra so fast. Okay, so this is what I really wanted to show you guys. I just got this today. Or no, actually it came in the mail yesterday, but it's the first time I'm using it today. So I love these. So if you guys are looking for like a really good liquid lip, I love these. These are Splash liquid lips, and this is in the color Stately. It's Stately, right? Yes, Stately. I should just start trusting myself. But I love these applicators because they have like the point at the end, like if you want to line your lips first, which, you know what, I think I might. Let me see. If I can find it, maybe I won't. I don't know. Oh, duh, it's right in front of my face. Of course it is. Chill. All right. Nope, needs to be sharpened. Maybe I can get away without sharpening it, perhaps. Probably not. Probably not. Well, that's not fun. Maybe I could just try to use it with the little tip that I have. See, this is what happens when I try to bring all my makeup upstairs and I don't grab it all. Such a big fail. Whatever. Okay, I'll just try to do it the best I can. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna do this. I cannot even begin to tell you guys like how velvety this stuff is going on. So that is what I am working with today, you guys. I got pretty to sit in my house, have wine, and watch some crime documentaries. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. So, okay. Let me make sure I saw all the comments. I don't want to be rude and not answer anybody. So yeah, so for those of you guys who haven't been following for a little bit, there is a new influencer box that's happening right now that includes a lot of these products. It includes like the Epic, it includes the primer, it includes the 4D. I think it even includes like one of our highlighters now. You get like one of these, and these are all full-size products, so you don't get like little like rinky-dink ones or anything. So that is thank you, Sammy. That is available on my website, and so it's over $450 worth of makeup for only $99. You do have the option like to obviously work the business with it, but the fun thing is you don't have to. You can literally just buy the influencer kit and then keep it for the discount, or you can just wait 6 months and eventually it will go deactivated. There's no monthly like anything. There's literally no catch like whatsoever. So you get over $450 worth of makeup for $99, and a lot of the products that I use today are included in it. Also, we do have our kudos special that is going on. I'm going to post all this stuff later. I'm going to do like a shopping link so you guys like, and I'm going to attach it to a photo just so you guys can see it in case you're interested in picking up any of these products, because honestly they are amazing. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight and helping me get back in the groove of things. It's been fun. I've missed doing this. Like, it's nice to continue doing something that I love. And honestly, I've been working with my company for probably going on like 4 years now. So yeah, and I love every minute of it. So I hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday night, and I will talk to you later.